Hello everyone, my name's Jacqueline, and today I will be going through and giving a little bit more detail about my top 12 favorite books / series and why I like them so much. A theme you will notice is that the main reason I like them all so much is the romance. I prefer to read romantic fantasies. Actually, I only read romantic fantasies. I found what I like and I'm sticking to it. So, if the romance is good, the plot could probably be shit and I would be okay with it. Actually, I'd probably love it still. Anyway, so starting back at the... Give me a second. Cats. Starting back at the bottom with the Hive Trilogy by Leah Stone and Jamin Eve. It's about a girl named Charlie. She is what's known as an Ash, or she finds out that she is what's known as an Ash, as the first book would indicate. An Ash is a half vampire, half human. They are all males up until her. There's never been a female Ash that anyone knows of. And when she's taken to where all of the half vampires and vampires live, which is in a compound separated from us normal humans, she meets Ryder. He is a badass, hunky dude who works at the facility as security, I guess you would call it. And they're super cute. And she has to go through a lot of things. She's got to figure out why she's the first female Ash, why everyone either wants her dead or wants to own or control her, and she has to navigate this with the new friends she makes along the way, and with, of course, Ryder. And they're super cute, and without giving away spoilers, I don't think I can say much more. But it's really good, and you should pick it up and try it. Alright, the next one is going to be 11, Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. It's got a little bit more of a slow burn romance, which I like, but at the same time I don't like, because I just want them to get together and be cute already. But they are cute. I love Hunt and Bryce as friends. They have a great friendship that builds over the course of the books. Or over the course of the book. And I think that they're going to be really cute in future books, and I hope that they're endgame. Anyway, Bryce is an antiquities dealer, or works for an antiquities dealer, and her... Is that a spoiler? I don't know if that's a spoiler. You find out in the first 100 pages, but is it a spoiler? Something bad happens, I will just give you that. Something bad happens, and she finds out, and she kind of turns inward on herself a little bit, parties a little too much, maybe, in a way that's unhealthy, and then Hunt and the head angel of the city comes to her and they're like, we need to solve the bad thing that happened, and we're gonna need your help. And so she ends up having to work with Hunt in order to solve the mystery and figure out what's going on and why it's happening. And then, as they do that, they develop a friendship, and then they're really cute. But again, that's really all I can say. I can't give very much detail without spoiling it. I'm not good at knowing what spoilers, or what is considered a spoiler. Anyway, The next series is Academy of Magic. Wait, no, it's The Coven Academy Magic by Chandel Levon. This series is really good, but it's got such a slow burn romance, which kind of irritates me. Like, I'm not gonna tell you when the main couple gets together, but it takes forever, and they're so cute, and you know they're meant to be together, and you just want them to get together, but then they just, like, there's just constantly reasons why they can't, and it's just so frustrating. But at the same time, you just can't put the books down. You just constantly want to figure out what's going to happen next. When are they going to get together? Like, or what's going to keep them apart this time? And in this, it's about this girl right here, Bettina. She finds out that she is a witch. Most witches, find out they're witches earlier on in their lives and end up going to this magic school. But, can't tell you that. For some reason, she didn't find out until she was in high school that she was a witch, and so she doesn't end up going to the magic school till later. And then they've got to figure out, like, why her magic is so erratic and what's going on with that. And they've also got to solve the mystery of who keeps attacking them and why they keep attacking them, and dig up a whole lot of information about the past to figure out what's going on currently and how they're going to save their futures and the school and each other and stuff like that. And the whole thing's just really cute and really sweet. Bettina and Tegan are adorable as best friends. I love them together. They're so sweet. Like, they have one of the best friendships, I think, personally. We don't see them a lot together, but when they are together, it's just, they're really good friends, and I love them as best friends. Anyway, then the next series is the Hades Trials, and I like these books. Not just because, I mean, look at the cover. No, I like these books because it's about Hades and Persephone, and, something happened to Persephone and Hades when they were married in the underworld and stuff. Something happened to Persephone, and she had to drink from the river Live and forget everything, and then she was sent to Earth to, like, reincarnate as a human, and she did, but then Hades kind of pissed off Zeus, and, like, Persephone was never supposed to go back to the underworld, or to Olympus in general, but because Hades kind of pissed off Zeus drags Persephone from the human world. She's got no memory of Olympus, no memory of anything, and he drags her to Olympus to compete in the Hades Trials, which is a series of trials that a bunch of women are competing in to become Hades' wife. And so Persephone has to do all of this without her memories, and has to learn to trust these new people and these new gods, and has to learn how to, I guess, believe them, because she's like, God, I have lost my mind. I'm wandering around the streets of New York or wherever it is, and I'm in the middle of a psychotic break. But she's gotta, like, trust herself and her instincts, and then she's gotta fight in these trials to at least survive, if not actually fall back in love with Hades and win the trials in the end. The whole thing's just super cute. There's not a whole lot of action. I mean, there's the trials, but then most of it's just Hades and Persephone, like, in their little interactions, getting to know each other again, and it's just, the whole thing's adorable, and I absolutely adore it. Alright, the next book is Enchantment of Ravens by Oh, shit, sorry. I didn't tell you who these were by, if you didn't watch my last video. The Hades Trials is by Eliza Rain and Rose Wilson. Next is Enchantment of Ravens. It is by Margaret Rogerson. This book is one of my favorites. It's far down on the list, but I mean, basically, this is a list of 12 books, but basically it's just like, it's hard to separate them as full 12s. It's basically like a list of 2 books, but there's 12. Because they're all, like, my top favorites, so dear to my heart. I absolutely love them, I read them all the time, and I reread them all the time, and I just can't help myself. Sorry. Anyway, Enchantment of Ravens. Absolutely love it. Absolutely adore Isabel and Rook. They're just so cute. I love that they hate each other. Well, not really hate, well, yeah, she does kind of hate him, and he doesn't hate her, but she hates him because something happens. I'm trying not to spoil it. And, well, they go on an adventure together, and throughout the adventure, she realizes he's not this totally horrible, really bad guy, and she actually develops feelings for him, and he had already developed feelings for her, but then they've got all these problems because it's illegal for a fae and a human to even, like, not even get married. It's illegal for a human and fae to fall in love. So, like, they're both fighting their feelings for each other hardcore the whole time, and then, like, they're fighting, and then once they actually fall for each other, they've got to fight the urge just to tell the other person how they actually feel. And the whole thing is just a little bit angsty, but super cute. I absolutely love watching them fall in love together. And the lighting has gone shit again. Give me a second. Is that better? No, I feel like that's just making me look super shiny. What about this? Is this better? A little bit? I don't know. I abducted a lamp from my bedroom. Alright. Oh. Okay. Next, we have Kingdom of Runes. It is not complete yet. The next book comes out in August this year. It is by Audrey Gray, and I absolutely love it. I can't really tell you about anything about anyone other than Haven here, because otherwise I feel like that might be a spoiler, but, the main couple is, cute until you meet someone else, and then you're like, oh, no. I want that other guy with her. Or at least that's how it is for me. And I just think that these books are really good. They're a little bit more high fantasy. There's, like, more of a plot to these that it focuses on. It's a lot more adventure and less focused on the, like, relationship development, more focused on, like, the adventure, where they're going, what they're doing. There is still character development and relationship development and friendship development and all of that, but it's less about that and more about where they're going, what they're doing, and how they're doing it. But it's still really good. It's super cute. Oh my god. Haven and somebody in this book? Yes. Sorry. These descriptions are probably like the worst you've ever heard because I am not good at... Oh, sorry. No. Haven and the guy in this. That's the one. I missed a book on that when I grabbed them. But the descriptions that I'm giving are probably really shit. I'm probably not doing any of these books justice, but I'm trying not to spoil stuff for you guys so that you can actually enjoy it when you read it, and not have anything that was given away. And it's not easy for me to do since I like to ramble and give way too much detail. Okay. Next one is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson again. This book series is really good. The main characters are in the description of it, so, right? Yeah? Yeah, we've got both their names here. So, Elizabeth and Nathaniel? Yeah. Yes. Silas is great. And the whole thing's really good. There's like adventure and some action and some romance and some really cute friendships, and the whole thing's just really wholesome, I find. And I think that that's really cute and adorable. I just love how wholesome this book feels. It just feels sweet, and it's a fun read. It's not like something that you totally get lost in and you're like, oh my god, what's happening? What's gonna happen next? I cannot believe this. What? But it's like, oh, I just wanna, like, give the book a hug. It's just so sweet and heartwarming and lovely, and you just want to, like, wrap yourself in it or wrap it in a big hug, and it's just wonderful. Next, we have the Fallen Academy series. This series was one of the first that I bought myself when I got back into reading. And it is great. Love it. Love everything about it. Love... God, what's her name? I'm drawing a complete blank right now. You're really not going to tell me on the back of this? Would that make it a spoiler? You've got the dude's name, but not her name? Brielle. So Brielle is amazing. Absolutely love her. She's a great celestial. She's just a great character, I think. And then her love interest, Lincoln, is also great. I think they're both great together. And I just love the take that this story has on, like, I guess kind of end of the world, sort of. Basically, it's about when the angels came down and fought with Lucifer. They released a whole bunch of magic into the world, and people got, I guess, infected with it and got certain powers. They're like celestials who can grow wings out of their backs and who have, like, the powers of one of the archangels. Or there are, like, demon-blessed people who have, like, the power of a demon. Like, you might have necromancy powers, or you might just have straight-up magical powers, or you might have the ability to, like, one of the demons that I don't know why it's so memorable. You only hear about them like twice, and I don't remember what they're called, but they like can eat. I guess they eat trash, and like that could be one of your powers. But like the world is really cool, everything that's happening is really cool, the action is really cool, like the way that they fight with like swords and daggers and guns is really cool. I love the whole concept, I love the whole thing, I think it's great. Lincoln and Brielle, absolutely adorable. And yeah. Just the whole thing. Fabulous. Alright, next we have Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. I adore these books. They're more high fantasy and less romance. High fantasy? No, high fantasy I feel like would be like Lord of the Rings or something. And this is not quite like that. This is... words. Anyway, it's hard to describe, I guess. But there's a girl who works for one of the queens in this world, and she is sent on a mission to try and figure out what's going on in like this other part of the world. They go there, and she gets abducted by slave traders with the... what would you call it? Like, the president, the king, whatever, of the place that she went to. They both get abducted, and they end up, like, they had gotten into a fight earlier, and the whole thing's just like, I hate you, and I hate you too, because, like, she humiliates him, and so they hate each other, but then they're, like, trying to escape from the slave drivers, and then they finally do escape from the slave drivers, but now, like, their ankles are chained together, and they're in the middle of nowhere and have to make their way back to civilization, and they get to know each other, but then, like, when they get back, she thinks it was all just a game, and or he thinks it's all just a game, and then, like, they start hating each other again, and it's just this whole big thing, and they are so adorable. I just, by the end of this book, I'm just like, oh my god, my heart, they're so cute, they're so sweet, I absolutely love them. Yes. Yes. It's Jason Casey, and it's told from part her perspective, part his perspective, so the chapters switch off from her perspective, then his perspective, and so on and so forth. The whole thing's just really good, and the art on the covers is really good. Like, this is the hardcover with the book sleeve. This is the paperback with the books, without any book sleeve, obviously, paperback. The whole thing's just great, and I love the cover art for it. I thought that was worth mentioning. Now we've got The Folk of Air, Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing, and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Jude and Carton are adorable. I mean, they don't start out adorable, but once you know what you know, when you finish the series, and then you go back and reread it, and you see them hating each other and, like, bullying each other, you're just like, oh. I mean, she really hates you right now, and he really hates you right now, but you guys don't even know. You're gonna be so cute. And it's just, the whole thing is just adorable. The writing is wonderful. I think the writing in all of these books is wonderful, but, just the whole thing, it's just top tier for me, personally. I'm actually rereading it to my fiance currently. I've probably read him about half of these books. I read him the entire Court of Thorns and Roses series, except the last one, the one that just came out about Cassian and Nesta, because he hates Nesta and has no interest in knowing anything that happens in that book. And I read him the whole Throne of Glass except Kingdom of Ash, because I am not mentally ready to deal with Rowan looking for Aelin yet. No, I'm not ready for that. Spoiler. Shit! Rowan doesn't have to look for Aelin for anything. But then I read him Enchantment of Ravens, Sorcery of Thorns, Fallen Academy, also currently reading him the Hades Trials. I read him that Hive Trilogy. Haven't read him Crescent City yet. And then he's not really into books about witches, so I haven't read him the Coven series yet. And I'm waiting until I finish the Kingdom of Runes series when the next book comes out to actually read that to him. Anyway, Cruel Prince, fabulous, wonderful. Jude and Cardinal are so sweet. Jude is a total fucking badass and, like, actually kind of reminds me a lot of myself. And I'm here for feeling like I'm not alone in the world. So, go pick it up. It's great. And then we've got Throne of Glass. Oh, sweet mother. Throne of Glass. I have not read The Assassin's Blade. I skipped Tower of Dawn, and I have not read Kingdom of Ash yet. But I have read all of these ones. Right here. This is like a prequel series of stories, so it's not completely relevant, but if you want a little more information, then it's relevant to you personally, I guess. Tower of Dawn is all about Kale, and I'm just kind of like, I don't really care about a whole book about you. I'm sorry, dude, you're not wonderful. You did some bad things, and I don't like you right now. But you're mostly wonderful, even if I'm still a little upset at you. But I don't really care about a whole book about him. And then this, I'm just not emotionally ready to deal with it. But this, oh my god, Aelin! Oh my god, Selena! Oh my god, Rowan, Dorian, Manon? Like, I just can't. With the characters, with how good they're written, with, like, all the adventure and the action, and Aelin being a badass, amazing assassin. Like, I just absolutely love everything about this. Love everything about, like, the main characters. Nemia. I love Nemia. She is so sweet, and it's just great. The whole thing. Hopefully that wasn't too spoilery. I got a little excited there. I'm sorry. Anyway, go pick it up. I bought the whole box set. It was cheaper that way. And now we have A Court of Thorns and Roses. As number one. Feyre. I love her a lot. Nesta's kind of a bitch, but I mean, depending on who you are and how you feel, I guess obviously, you might like Nesta by this book. Elaine, she's so sweet. I kind of wish she got more time. I hope there's gonna be another book, and I hope that book is all gonna be about, like, Elaine. Because I want to know who she's gonna choose and what's gonna happen. I need to know those answers. I need to know who she's gonna choose. Anyway, as you can see, I'm rereading the series for a 4th time. I don't even know what to say about this without spoiling something. I want to tell you about this dude, but I don't want to spoil it for you if you literally don't know anything about it. Anyway, just so you know, this dude, oh my god, he is so, like, how do I even describe it? How do I even describe him? He's just amazing. So hot. So hot. I think the writing's great. I love that it focuses more on, like, the characters and the romance than it does on, like, the plot. I love the plot, but I've never been a plot-driven kind of person. I don't really care about, like, the war as much as I care about the characters being cute together. I mean, I want to know what's gonna happen with the war, but don't, like, bog it down and make it all about the war. I want to see the characters being cute. Like, I want to see them... I mean, this has been described as basically fairy porn, and a lot of people are like, that's my guilty pleasure. And I'm like, I don't feel guilty about it. I like what I like. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to feel embarrassed about it. The books are amazing. I think the character development for Feyre is great. I think that the plot is great, but it's not, like, drawn out and dull or anything. I think that the whole thing is just really well written, and I aspire for my book to be at least half as good as this. I don't know what else I could say without giving away spoilers, so I guess that will be the end of this video. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see next. I still have, what, like 24 book series on my bookshelf that I could tell you about. I love them all. Nothing against any of them. I absolutely adore all of the books that I own, but they're just not in my top 12, and the top all of the books that I own list was gonna be a little bit much. So I thought I would just tell you about my absolute favorites, the ones I always go to when I want to reread something, or when I just get I'll just get a craving to reread something. And if you want to know about my other books, or want to know spoilery reviews of these books, or anything else, I guess. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do with this channel yet. I've got a lot of ideas. I've got a lot of things I want to do. But the book thing was the easiest. I got all my books right here, and I already had the list written down, so I figured, why not tell the world about it? Why not share the books I love with all of you, and hopefully you guys will read them and enjoy them, and let me know in the comments what you thought of them if you do buy them and read them. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will enjoy getting to know all of you as this channel grows, and I think that's all. Have a great day. Bye.